There was a quote Milton Friedman had. I don't know if it was a quote, but I'm paraphrasing. But he essentially said, you can either have free immigration or a welfare state, but you can't have both.
Suppose you go around and ask people. The United States, as you know, before 1914 had completely free immigration. Anybody could get on a boat and come to these shores, and if he landed on Ellis Island, he was an immigrant. Was that a good thing or a bad thing? You will find hardly a soul who will say it was a bad thing. Almost everybody will say it was a good thing. But then I suppose I say to the same people, but now what about today? Do you think we should have free immigration? Oh no, they'll say, we couldn't possibly have free immigration today. Why, that would flood us with immigrants from India and God knows where. We'd be driven down to a bare subsistence level. What's the difference? How can people be so inconsistent? Why is it that free immigration was a good thing before 1914 and free immigration is a bad thing today? Well, there's a sense in which that answer is right. There's a sense in which free immigration, in the same sense as we had it before 1914, is not possible today. Why not? Because it is one thing to have free immigration to jobs. It is another thing to have free immigration to welfare. And you cannot have both.
I got a video I want to show you. That's what I wanted to get into. So here's a video of a man in Ohio, I believe, and he's talking about this exact issue, about how the resources are being stretched so thin that American citizens are actually struggling. They're getting screwed out of all this.
I've been trying to get a just a simple Medicaid card since June. They took me off of, I'm a vet. They took me off of the disability and made me start paying for my own disability. They so backed up in there, they didn't ask me for the same information 3 times, and I done gave it to them 3 times, and they still sending me the same letters. So it's frustrating.
What's the wait time?
For back the line, probably pushing 2 hours.
Is there a separation between French speakers, English speakers?
It's all one. They would just have interpreters that hop between the windows as they come up.
Got it.
So,
makes sense. What do you think the split is between new Haitians that have come in here and Springfieldian OGs, if you will?
I don't know too much about all.
Observationally, what have you seen?
9 to 1 easy.
9 to 1?
Yeah, it seems like for most part. Until we get later in the afternoon, so it sort of like evens out. That's when most of the locals tend to come in.
Did they recently hire translators to accommodate the 9 to 1 ratio?
They've been here longer than I have, and I've been here 6-7 months now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There you have it. 9 to 1. That's pretty crazy.
So I had to give them proof of income and disabilities and stuff. I gave them all that. They still ain't did nothing.
So you're a veteran, and you're competing with some of the resources they're getting?
Yeah.
Who just came in here?
Yeah.
Does that make you feel some type of way?
No, I feel like this here, being a vet, I say that America, we once had the slogan, the melting pot, give us your hungry, your poor, et cetera, et cetera. This is a place where everybody's supposed to be able to make it, man. It's not that I have anything against anyone. This America, you dig what I'm saying? But I'm saying that the things that, the hoops they make us jump through can have you turn on each other in a sense, or say negative things. I don't have anything that's negative to say or bad to say about anybody Haitian. Sure. You know what I mean?
Do you think the town's taking care of their local residents that were here first and foremost?
Oh, no. Hell no.
Hell no?
No, it ain't going to happen.
Think that'll change anytime soon?
Nope.
Okay. Why?
Because it's just like they say, you got to hurry up and wait. Everything is a process. The paperwork, the bureaucracy, come on, man. It ain't going to change. Well,
they all speak French mostly?
Yeah. And
Francois? English? No?
No.
How many people do you think will come here this Monday?
This Monday?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, out of this Monday, I figure at least they might see 500.
500?
Yeah. 500,
folks. And what the guy was talking about, America being this great melting pot, it is. And back before 1913, before we had welfare, you could come here and you can work. And everybody had equal opportunities here. But once you add welfare, once you build an incentive structure for anybody and everybody to come over here and get those resources, you get exactly what this guy's dealing with right here. It's just you can't have both. And so now this guy, I think what he was trying to hint to was America first. They make him jump through all these hoops, a veteran, by the way, make him jump through all these hoops, go through all this stuff, sit and wait in a line for 2 hours because there's 500 Haitian immigrants there signing up for Medicare, Medicaid benefits. We can't do this, folks. This is unsustainable. You know this, and I know this. You can't sustain this type of system when you have more people taking out of the pot than you have people putting into the pot. And there's not going to be enough left. The boat is going to sink. The only way to fix this is you have to plug the hole. You have to. I mean, it's common sense. This is exactly, and I think this guy was trying to hint to it. It's so common sense. We've never had a political party open up our borders like this and flood our country with 15, 20 million illegal immigrants and incentivize them by giving them benefits. Of course you're going to have 20 million friggin' people come here. Why wouldn't they? I don't blame them. Their one job, and the most important job of the chief executive officer, the commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, is to secure our sovereign nation, to secure our borders. What these people have done to our immigration system and what they have done to our country and its borders is disgusting. It's disgraceful, and it's never happened before. And these are the long-term effects you're going to start seeing, and it's not just this guy. It's happening all over the place. Remember that phrase that they used to say all the time? Republicans used to say it all the time. Every state is a border state now. Because these immigrants, when you have 20 million people coming into a country, they have to go somewhere. And if you think this is bad at the Medicaid office, think about the schools, the kids. Think about the education system being overwhelmed. Now you have American citizen children that are not getting the education that they need because you have schools that are overwhelmed because you just pumped a school with 3,000 more children. They can't speak English. I mean, nobody thinks this is a good idea.